All right, guys. Players, I'll start with you. Just obviously being your last game with Wayne State. What are you guys gonna cherish most about it, and what was it like just being able to put the green and gold on one more time?
You, I go first. I'm gonna just miss competing with the guys every day in practice. Just the laughs in the locker room after practice, after games. Um, just the family bond I got with these guys, coaches, staff. We just miss that.
For me, same thing pretty much. I'm gonna miss the guys. It's a lot more than just like stuff on the basketball court too. Just being around them off the court, being able to hang out and have a good time. That's one of the things I miss.
And coach, for you, obviously the last game of the season. How did you feel just about the way this team performed this year? There was so many circumstances with coach leaving in the middle of the season, and you come in. So how did you feel just about the way everything transpired and the way you guys kind of fought until the end?
Well, first to start off, I know it was a tough adjustment for our guys going and starting the game with Coach Greer being the head coach, and then the drastic change, and then to find out an hour before pregame was really a tough adjustment. And then trying to adjust to me being different from Coach Greer, his guys there, it took some time. And then just the overall process, I don't think they ever got a chance to deal with that just because of where we were in the season. We had to continue to play. Then when you look into the COVID situation, and then all our guys, we had to have the team missing a large portion of games due to COVID, and then we tried to piece some things together. I thought that overall, through 80% of the season, I thought we played hard. I thought prior to tonight, we absolutely competed in every game. I just thought tonight, I do apologize to the fans, we did not compete at all, and it's embarrassing for our last game on the court for this season to have the effort that we put out. I thought it's not indicative of our team. It's not a representation of how we play, and I'm just sorry that the fans had to sit through and they had to watch that. But I just think that overall it was a lot of things, a lot of hardships that the guys had to go through, and then me as well. I wasn't expected to move into the seat. I was absolutely ready for it. But you know, the difficult thing about it is I started off as a buffer between the head coach and the players. So whenever coach would set something down, it was my job to let the guys know and understand this is what we have to do. But I just said it in a different way where they was able to understand it. And then for them to have to get used to my coaching style and the things that I do, I think that they weren't really used to it and they didn't have time to adjust. Normally, when there's a change in staff, you normally have either the summer to put your things in place, and then you have a chance to work with your team in the summer before you go into the game situation, and our guys wasn't afforded that opportunity. So it's just unfortunate, but the reality of it is that in life you're gonna be faced with all kind of obstacles. And how you handle those obstacles as a man determines your character, in the long run. Because when things are going good, it's easy to follow suit. But you find out the character of yourself and your teammates when things get rough. How do you respond? So overall, I thought it was a good season, despite this effort. I thought it was a poor effort today.
Right, and guys, for you check out for the final time. You hear the fans give you an ovation, and what kind of emotions are you guys feeling when you head to the bench and you hear the home crowd one more time?
Bittersweet, man. It's been a long ride that I definitely enjoyed, but I think that it's came to an end that was kind of needed for me. So it's bittersweet.
It was nice to hear the fans one last time cheering. They always come out and support, so I appreciate that.
Sure.
And then, Coach, for you, you've obviously been around the program so long. You saw these guys grow up kind of with the program. So, I mean, what's it like seeing them play their final game in the green and gold?
Well, the final game is always tough because I always tell our guys at some point basketball is going to break your heart, whether it be you're fortunate enough to retire as an NBA player or you get cut as a freshman in high school. At some point, it's going to break your heart. So it's always the end of a journey, and you have to figure out what's your next step. So when you start to think about what's your next step, then you have to make sure you have certain things in order. And what you try to preach as a coach, and your message to them is everything you're doing up until this point leads into what you're going to do next. So now your academics, are you preparing your resumes for the next step? Are you trying to play basketball outside of once you graduate? So now it'll be interesting to see where our guys finish up academically this semester and then moving on to their next phase in life.
Right, and just one more for you, Coach. In terms of just going forward, obviously, like you said, this performance wasn't indicative of anything, close to the program. What do you expect out of this program going forward, and what do you kind of want to see as you go into the offseason?
Well, I expect going forward, in terms of players, guys that want to represent Wayne State the right way. They want to do things academically. They want to play hard on the court. They want to carry themselves and conduct themselves as productive citizens in the community. They want to understand that it's a privilege to play college basketball. And that's really all you want, because in life, sometimes you get an opportunity and sometimes you don't. And now you do have an opportunity and you have to make the most of it. If you're wasting the opportunity, and the opportunity should absolutely go to someone else. So, that's the thing that I would like for the program. Players that understand that, coaches that understand that as well. So, and I know that the administration here, they do a great job. So whatever they decide, it'll be in the best interest of the university. So wholeheartedly, we want what's best for the university.